Stablecoins are on a relentless rise, breaking records month after month. In May alone, they hit an astounding $2.7 trillion 0 cents in monthly transfer volume. And guess what? It's still climbing. Over the past 30 days, that number has soared to $2.79 trillion 0 cents, marking a 35.43% increase. Oh, and did we mention the market cap? It's now nearing a jaw-dropping $240 billion 0 cents. Insane, right? But the excitement doesn't stop there. Growth is booming across the board. Double-digit increases in everything from transfer volume to active usage. Case in point, nearly 30 million monthly active addresses are now engaging with stablecoins. Adoption is skyrocketing, and the stablecoin market is absolutely on fire. Lately, it feels like RLUSD has been the talk of the town. I've brought it up so many times that mentioning stablecoins again might seem redundant. Yet here we are. Why? Because as we look to 2025, everything we're hearing from governments and major players points back to one thing: stablecoins. Stablecoin legislation. These aren't just casual chats either. This is high-level, forward-thinking stuff. And while it might sound like a broken record, let's not forget what stablecoins really represent. They're the missing puzzle piece, the one that connects and completes the bigger picture for everything else in the ecosystem. Stablecoins are the key to unlocking the future of tokenization, institutional DeFi, and widespread adoption. They're the foundation that makes all of this possible. It's RLUSD, for example. Its growth tells an exciting story. Monthly transfer volume is up 5.33%. Sure, that might not sound huge, but we're closing in on $1.7 billion 0 cents. Holder numbers are nearing 32,000, and the market cap has surged by over 16%. Here's the twist. CoinMarketCap shows RLUSD at nearly $370 million 0 cents, while other trackers report $336 million 0 cents. Either way, more RLUSD is being minted and the momentum is undeniable. Sure, Ethereum might dominate with $308,800,000 0 cents in stablecoins for now, but I have a feeling that's about to change. By year's end, the XRP ledger is poised to shake things up with a surge of new stablecoin projects, and that shift could transform the landscape of stablecoins on the ledger. What's exciting is that you can monitor this evolution in real time. From stablecoin market caps to tracking holders, the XRP ledger offers a window into the action. Currently, the number of stablecoin holders sits steady at around 29,000, but that could soon skyrocket. I'm keeping a close eye on this space, especially with upcoming launches like BBRL, the Brazilian USD stablecoin, and even Euro stablecoins. Exciting developments are taking shape on the XRP ledger, bringing us closer to a future we've long anticipated. While we're not quite seeing it all unfold in real time just yet, by the end of this year, I'm confident we'll witness a surge in stablecoins on the XRP ledger with significant growth in market cap and value tied to them. But let's pivot for a moment and dive into something just as intriguing: RUSD. Shout out to Subjective Views for recently sharing a fantastic post, not quite an article, but still packed with insights, about a compelling PDF titled "The Role of Stablecoins in Financial Sovereignty." Within this report, Ripple earned a mention in the Digital Euro Association's exploration of stablecoins' role in financial independence. They highlighted how it was seamlessly built on the XRP ledger, with Ripple and the Boston Consulting Group's paper backing the benefits of stablecoins as settlement tools for tokenized assets. See where this is going? This is exactly the point. Stablecoins are set to become the go-to settlement asset for anything tokenized, whether it's on-chain or off. Stablecoins will be at the core. The rest of the report dives deeper, noting how these digital currencies are transforming global finance with faster cross-border transactions. But with their explosive growth, particularly in USD pegged formats, comes a new wave of challenges to national financial sovereignty, sparking urgent calls for action across monetary, regulatory, payments, and digital landscapes. Let's dive into this report from the Digital Euro Association. There's something interesting here. Zooming in, we find the Palau stablecoin, a project developed with Ripple on the XRP ledger. Pretty exciting, right? This initiative is all about lowering transaction costs and boosting financial inclusion for Palau citizens. But here's the twist. It's not a CBDC. Instead, the Palau stablecoin PSC runs on a public blockchain while staying under the watchful eye of Palau's Ministry of Finance. It's a smart example of how smaller nations can use digital currencies to enhance their financial sovereignty. Ministry of Finance, Republic of Palau, 2024. Here's where Dipcoin shines. The major use cases are leading the way: crypto trading, decentralized finance, monetary store of value, cross-border payments, remittances, and settling tokenized assets. But here's the exciting part. A fast emerging trend sees Dipcoin becoming the go-to cash leg for transactions tied to tokenized real-world assets like bonds, funds, and commodities, a market that skyrocketed by over 4,500% in just 4 years. This boom has the potential to supercharge stablecoins, creating ripple effects across networks like the XRP ledger. The future? It's scaling at lightning speed. Let's dive into the buzz around stablecoins. Why is everyone talking about them, and why now? Well, there's a lot happening, and what's coming next week could be a game changer. Take a look at this. FCA-registered BCP has launched a British pound stablecoin, marking another step in the global rollout of stablecoins. In the UAE, things are moving fast too. The nation's largest bank, FAB, announced plans to launch a stablecoin in partnership with sovereign investor ADQ and IHC on April 29th. And it doesn't stop there. Over in Hong Kong, the stablecoin landscape is heating up. A new law aimed at regulating stablecoins has drawn attention from mainland China. Why? Because tokenization is booming in the region and no one wants to be left behind. Stablecoins are emerging as the key to unlocking this next wave of innovation, and Hong Kong knows it. You can't talk about the tokenization boom without mentioning stablecoins. They're the backbone of it all. That's why, as I said at the start of this video, stablecoins are going to dominate the conversation moving forward. Here's why this matters, especially in the US. Crypto lobbyists are now urging the Senate to push through the stablecoin bill without delay. The Genius Act, a major focus for some time, is finally nearing Senate debate, but proposed amendments around credit card fees are causing roadblocks. The crypto world is watching closely, as this bill could shape the future of stablecoins and digital finance. This has the potential to revolutionize the entire space and could significantly open the US market to digital dollars. The undersigned, representing the digital asset and blockchain industry in Washington, recognized the Stablecoin Genius Act as a pivotal piece of legislation. It's designed to establish a clear and effective regulatory framework for stablecoins, something the industry has long needed. As the bill moves through the amendment process, we strongly encourage lawmakers to stay true to its core purpose, delivering a targeted and comprehensive approach to stablecoin regulation. The bipartisan collaboration behind this legislation is impressive, and we're excited to work alongside policymakers to ensure the final version keeps this positive momentum alive. This statement from the Blockchain Association echoes my thoughts exactly. I believe this will be the outcome, without a doubt, 100%. I have a feeling things are about to speed up here. Eleanor Turret just shared an update on the Genius Act amendment negotiations. Over 60 IU amendments have been proposed so far, and now Senate Republicans and Democrats are working together to narrow that list to something more manageable. If they strike a deal, the bill could hit the Senate floor by the end of the week. But if negotiations stall, procedural hurdles could drag this out into next week, which honestly is what I'm betting on. Next week is where all eyes should be. Anything can happen, but my focus is locked on what's ahead. Adding to the excitement, we've heard from a few key voices. First up, Senator Loomis. While I'm not her biggest fan, I'll admit she's spot on here. She confirmed that the massive Genius Act stablecoin bill could pass as early as next week. This isn't just bullish for XRP, it's groundbreaking. Banks will finally trust digital assets, and XRP will move into legal payment rails. Institutional money is about to pour into RippleNet, paving the way for mass adoption. You thought we were early? Think again. We're practically prehistoric. Sure, there's a lot of hype floating around, but here's the thing. It's not just hype. What we're witnessing is the market opening up in a massive way for stablecoin adoption. That's the big story here. First off, stablecoins are set to pull banks into the mix. Think about it. Banks, institutions, enterprise players, asset managers, you name it, they're all gearing up to dive in. And guess what? Stablecoins are the starting point for this shift. But wait, it gets better. Check this out.
We will start voting on the Genius Act, the stablecoin bill, this week. I don't think we're going to complete it this week. We'll probably have to go into next week because a number of amendments will be filed. But we have worked long and hard to bring Democrats to the place where they can vote for cloture. I think we're there.
So what are the remaining hurdles for Democrats? What have they told you that their concerns are? What's keeping them from getting on board completely?
Well, we have generally agreed to many of the amendments they wanted. There were concerns about illicit finance. We've addressed some of those, and we're just waiting to see what amendments are filed by both parties as we move the bill to full consideration on the floor of the Senate.
Hey, there's a lot happening with the Genius Act right now, and for good reason. This could be one of the most significant bills for stablecoins and digital assets in the US. Naturally, it's got our full attention. The discussions are heating up, and we've been keeping a close eye on developments over the past few weeks. I have a strong feeling we might see this pass as early as next week. Interestingly, it aligns with the broader push for stablecoin legislation we've been hearing about, especially with the expectation of progress this summer. A sentiment echoed during the Trump administration. I'll be diving even deeper into this next week to stay ahead of the curve. I'll be keeping a close watch to see how the Genius Act unfolds, because this could truly be a game changer. The buzz has been loud, even dating back to late May. Senator Bill Hagerty called it a step that brings America's payment system into the 21st century, strengthens the US dollar's dominance, safeguards consumers, and boosts demand for US treasuries. Let's not forget, this isn't just about regulating stablecoins. It's about unlocking the full potential of the US digital asset market. Digital dollars don't just support transactions, they reinforce dollar dominance. This opens the door for massive growth in demand for US treasuries. Huge, right? And that's just the start. The dollar itself is set to gain serious momentum. We're talking about bringing payments and fiat currencies into the 21st century. This is a game changer. It's going to revolutionize everything, creating a ripple effect, no pun intended, across the market. Ripple, by the way, has been preparing for this moment all along, and many people are sleeping on just how ready they are. Here, big news. RLUSD just got the green light as a recognized crypto token from the Dubai Financial Services Authority. Add to that its full approval by the New York Department of Financial Services, and it's clear RLUSD is setting the stage for something massive. With all the buzz around stablecoins in the US, Ripple has been quietly positioning itself for what's next. RLUSD is primed and ready to make waves. If that stablecoin bill passes by the end of next week, buckle up, because we could see some explosive action in the digital asset space. And that's a wrap. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay in the loop. You can also follow me on Twitter and join our awesome free Discord. Links are in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay awesome.